This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. A leading technical and vocational institution in the country, producing the latest group of trained and skilled professionals on Grand Bahama. A commencement exercise was held this morning at the Grand Lucayan Resort. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
Also 2015 graduating in grand style from BTVI, and as you can well imagine, it was not your average graduation ceremony. The graduation ceremony beginning with pomp and circumstance as government officials, local and visiting dignitaries, family and friends gathered to witness a momentous occasion in the life of this year's class of 2015. Guest speaker, the Director of Youth, K. Darren Turnquest, electrified the Grand Lucayan Convention Center. In a stirring, inspiring and energetic address, he took graduates on a flight called Destination Success.
The captain has completed our safety checks, has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign indicating that we are ready for departure. Mr. Bobbs, please complete the necessary cross-checks. However, before you depart for the world, government regulations require that we brief you on the safety regulations for life. May I have your further attention for the in-flight safety demonstration in my Bahamas Air voice. Today I will not brief you on exits. I will not brief you on life vest tray tables. However, you should fasten your seatbelts, which has been designed for easy operation, as I, your cabin attendant, will brief you on real life. My challenge to them today was don't focus on the destination, focus on the journey. And sometimes on the journey, you're often deterred by different things that has happened in life. And you don't need to focus on that. You need to focus on how is it that you're going to get over those particular obstacles. It's not the expected time of arrival, because that will change, but it's to make certain that you make it to that destination and you do so in one piece.
Also imparting words of wisdom was the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darvo, who recognized the vital role the technical and vocational sector plays on an island known as the industrial capital of the Bahamas. Minister Darvo reiterated the need for more trained and skilled Bahamians to help catapult this thriving sector to the next level.
The research on Grand Bahama is clear that in the months and years to come, industry will play a pivotal role in the employment creation mechanism for the island. And the government of the Bahamas realized this important research, and we are now in the process of developing a system where we can partner with institutes like BTVI to ensure young people in our community have access to the training necessary to make them more marketable and to get and maintain a sustainable job.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
The first phase of the 2015 Government Summer Youth Employment Program is set to begin next Monday here in Grand Bahama, with an increase of employers from the private sector. At the orientation Thursday afternoon, the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darvo, advised the post-secondary group of students to take full advantage of the summer employment opportunity before them.
You are now employed in various different businesses on the island of Grand Bahama. What is always sad with the program is when business owners call us and say, could you remove this student from the program? It's very, very, very sad, because there are thousands of young Grand Bahamians who want this opportunity. You have been given the opportunity, and the government is the one who will pay your salary, but we are asking you to do your part.
Darvo also took time to encourage the students to put their best foot forward, regardless of any negative circumstance they are faced with.
It really don't matter what your present circumstance is. You can plot a course for development and growth for the future. This is not only an opportunity for you to gain some money to prepare yourself for the new school year, but it is also an opportunity for you to be exposed, to let you know that your present circumstance do not dictate your future.
The first phase of the summer employment program will run from June 29th until July 24th, and phase 2 from July 27th through August 21st. Grand Bahamas Independence Committee finalizing plans for the 42nd anniversary celebration. Festivities will begin this evening at the High Rock Park with a cultural extravaganza, and tomorrow morning the focus will shift to the west, where a sunrise march and prayer breakfast will be held. In the Freeport area, the major events are set for July 9th. That's the eve of Independence. That's when the ecumenical church service and flag-raising ceremony will be held on Independence Park. Committee member Cecil Thompson outlines the activities on the agenda for the grand celebration.
Marching bands, and of course the president of the Grand Bahama Christian Council, and there'll be a ecumenical component in the celebrations, and they will climax with the performances by the uniform branches, namely the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Defense Force, Customs, Immigration, Road Traffic, and everything will climax with the flag raising.
But the celebrations will not stop there. On July 10th, Gumbe Summer will be launched on Taino Beach as a part of the Independence celebrations. And on July 13th, the Gospel Independence celebration called the Canaan Experience will be held at Community at Heart Church. Thompson is admonishing all residents to support the events.
So all in all, we have island-wide celebrations for independence, for the 42nd Independence celebration, from East End, the West End, and then we conclude in the Freeport area. It doesn't matter what your religious affiliation, it doesn't matter what your political affiliation, it doesn't matter, I mean, independence belongs to all of us, right? No party, no church, no organization has the monopoly on independence. And as Minister indicated, an invitation is extended to residents from Sweetings Key in the east, Water Key in the north, and West End, and all the communities in between to come and be a part of the celebrations.
2 Cuban migrants turned over to Bahamas immigration at the Lucayan Harbor on Wednesday. The migrants reportedly left Cuba on Saturday, and on Sunday they were found stranded on Elbow Key by a U.S. Coast Guard vessel. The Cuban men were transported to immigration headquarters here in Freeport, processed and taken to the capital to the detention center where they will await repatriation. Meanwhile, traffic police here on Grand Bahama are investigating a traffic mishap that has claimed the life of an elderly woman. The accident occurred around 10 this morning at the junction of Poinciana Drive and the West Mall Drive and involved a 2001 GMC truck and a 2005 Nissan Sentra. 3 passengers in the Nissan Sentra sustained injuries and were taken to hospital. The elderly woman died in hospital shortly after noon today. Unconfirmed reports say the victim has been identified as retired educator Lynette Kelly. Ms. Kelly spent many years in the education system, having served as a first-grade teacher at the Walter Parker, Martintown, and Bartlett Hill Primary Schools. Investigations into this fatal accident are continuing. Stay with us. The Northern Edition will continue in a moment.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Urban Renewal 2.0 keeping the youth of Grand Bahama quite busy this summer. The program has organized a series of camps for the children beginning in Lewis Yard. Megan Shepard has the story.
The Lewis Yard Urban Renewal Camp catering to young people in the community with fun and informative activities. Deputy Director of Urban Renewal 2.0 Michelle Reckley says there will be camps at every location on Grand Bahama at different times. The aim is to provide a safe and positive atmosphere for kids during the summer break.
Every day we had different presenters. As you can see today, we had the Police Traffic Division teaching them on road safety and how they should cross the road and what they should do in the event of a passing car when they're in the road. And right now we have a demonstration going on by the K9 unit. So all of these persons are partnering with us to make this camp exciting. We are doing a camp in each center, and it's simply to reach out and assist parents who may not be able to find a sitter for the summer. They can be assured that they can take their children at the urban centers where they will find clean, fun-filled activities.
Center manager Princess Flowers says up to 150 kids registered for the camp in Lewis Yard.
We provide them with lunch, and like she said, we have a lot of fun, but we also wanted to teach the kids to be safe during the summertime. So we also had someone come in to talk about safe touch for the kids to know, hey, if someone touches you inappropriately, please tell your parents or an adult. But the kids really had a lot of fun during this camp.
The camp closes out today with the pool fun day. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
It is now into its 7th year. Camp Espanol begins Monday, June 29th, and caters to students ages 3 through 16 years. General Manager Kenneth Miller says it is important to learn a second language, and Camp Espanol aims to develop that skill.
Camp Espanol's major vision is to give children a heightened awareness on why speaking a second language is so important, impacting their community and developing themselves as individuals. We're expecting to have a huge turnout of children this year. Come on out. And we'll talk payment and all those things when you arrive. But the key thing is come on out and give your child an opportunity to learn Spanish, which is one of the leading business languages of the world today.
The camp includes breakfast, lunch, snacks, and will have a nurse on standby. Miller says a number of activities and surprises are in the pipeline for the camp, which will run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the St. George's Gym.
This year is Vamos a Panama. We're talking about Panama as a country and the reason why they're such a beautiful nation. And we're expecting to start June 29th at St. George's High School. And we're ending with a glorious graduation on July 31st. The 29th is our official registration day. Bring your kids, come on out, meet teachers, and also we're going to be there to give you the best advice on what we're going to do this year. I'm actually in talks of getting things done for some major projects for the kids, field trips. And here with the camp manager, Darlene Boleg, we're actually getting a lot of efforts to make the children see the importance of investment.
It's a story about a little boy that will surely touch your heart. This toddler is in need of medical assistance, and his family members are hoping that help comes soon. He's a happy camper, but little Aidan Williams has been living with a serious medical condition for the past 6 months.
He's been diagnosed since December with Hirschsprung's, and right now what we're doing is we've been waiting since then. To get a result. As far as when the surgery will be taking place, and I'm still waiting, and it's kind of been frustrating because at home we have to do what we have to do for him to deal with the situation, which is basically passing. Part in his bowel is actually not loose enough for his passing is regular as normal as a normal child. So what happens is he would not pass for like about a week, 2 weeks on his own. Unless we, of course, give him a child's enema.
The condition is called Hirschsprung's disease and can be treated with surgery. But Aidan's mom, Marie Boulay, says she's been trying to get her son the help he needs, but to no avail. She's even lost her job in the process. She says she has been referred to a specialist in New Providence, but the problem is getting an appointment at the Princess Margaret Hospital. She says renovations at the facility is being blamed for the delay. However, Marie did receive a communication on Wednesday, and she's hoping progress will be made.
They told me they're supposed to be. Aidan is supposed to be on the list as of this month, but we're still waiting as far as the confirmation. I've been told there was a meeting yesterday about his surgery, but no answers yet. So he told me again by next week.
Marie says it's heart-wrenching watching her 1-year-old child go through such a challenging ordeal.
It's just frustrating to have your child, not being able to use the bathroom is regular. His belly is like almost a balloon at times. The last time he didn't pass for almost 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like a balloon, a little balloon. And that's sad, but because he's a happy camper, very happy, always smiling, always playing. But sometimes he does give me that feeling like he's in pain.
Sabrina. It's time now for Ask the Doctor.
Hi, and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt. Today I would like to expand a little more on JC's question I answered yesterday regarding TIAs, also called mini-strokes. There are two other kinds of strokes: hemorrhagic strokes, which occur when a blood vessel in the brain becomes weak, ruptures, resulting in blood leaking into the brain, compressing surrounding brain tissue, and ischemic strokes, usually caused by a blood clot preventing blood flow to a specific part of the brain. This lack of blood flow results in decreased oxygen to the affected part of the brain, causing those brain cells to die. Modifiable risk factors for a stroke, or factors that can be changed, treated, or controlled, include hypertension, cigarette smoking, diabetes, especially those who are overweight and also have hypertension, sickle cell disease, high cholesterol, atrial fibrillation, which is an irregular heart rhythm, other heart diseases such as dilated cardiomyopathy, which is an enlarged heart, and diseases of the arteries in the neck and legs. Non-modifiable risk factors, or those factors that cannot be controlled, include age, race. Blacks have a higher risk than whites, partly because they are at an increased risk for developing hypertension and diabetes. Sex. Women generally get more strokes than men, or a history of prior strokes, TIAs, or heart attacks. All strokes are considered to be medical emergencies. If you are witnessing someone having a stroke symptom, it should be taken very seriously, and 911 should be called immediately. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
And don't forget to join the West Grand Bahama District Pre-Independence Sunrise March and Flag-Raising Ceremony this Saturday, June 27th at 7 a.m. from the Friendship Shopping Center to the Seagrape Park in 8 Mile Rock. Stay with us. Sports is up next with Ricardo Lightbourne.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sports of Ricardo Lightbourne and to Elsie White and James Sistany Luthra. This one tonight is especially for you. Well, young tennis players on the court of the YMCA today playing for a worthy cause. You see, the Rally for Hunger Foundation is on Grand Bahama, and for the first time, their aim is to make a difference in the lives of many families and possible. Founder and director Stacy Smith says the program has actually been in existence for some time now, and their first international rally was actually held in Luthra 2 years ago. She explains how this whole thing works.
So the kids get together and we time them for 15 minutes and they rally the ball back and forth and try to get the highest score they can. We usually set a goal for the children. They can do maybe 10 in a row or 20. And if we have 20 teams and they do 20 in a row, that's 400 canned goods or pounds of food that we can give back to the children's center or the elderly or just families that are in need. So the kids are working together. They also come to the event. We don't charge anything. They just bring some canned goods with them. So they're contributing, and then they're creating an opportunity to give back themselves. And we also have sponsors that are also helping to match the goal that we are producing with the rally.
Well, a number of the teams showed up today as part of the afternoon session, and also the support is needed for Saturday's play. President Luther Tennis Association, that is Artie Johnson, helped facilitate the tournament, and he says that he spent many years on the island and wanted to do his part to help. As far as tennis pro at the YMCA, Godfrey Gullibo, he is in for the haul.
We did Central Lutra, South Lutra, Albright, North Lutra, and we did a rally for hunger, and people responded. We get some food, and we fed over 400 families.
He and Coach Smith gave me a call and asked if I wanted to take part. They told me what they were going to do, and I said yes, why not? Spark the interest of the junior tennis players. We need much of that, so I'm on board.
Well, the third annual Midge Morton Memorial Charity Golf Tournament is actually tomorrow, folks. That's the 27th at 8 a.m. Shotgun Star, the Grand Lucan Reef Golf Course. And the tournament is flighted. That's 0 to 6, 9 to 16 handicappers, and 17 to 24. It is men, ladies, juniors, and the low net winner will have their name engraved on the floating trophy. The Us Two Men Cancer Group and the Junior Golf Program are the benefactors for this year's tournament. Make it a pretty good Saturday, so go out and play and have yourself some fun on the links. Well, Kurt Cooper is directing tonight, and Kurt Cooper has a bad sense of time. They tell me I need to go, okay? That's it. See ya.